there's so many things that make Trinity special and unique and feel like a family, and this is one of those things, right? Teddy became part of our family in September of 2024. We have been talking about getting a dog for years and years. My current 5th grader wrote a poem in kindergarten about wanting a dog, and we just kind of weren't ready. But that child has some anxiety and is neurodiverse, and we wanted to do something that we knew would be beneficial for them and our entire family. When we went to go get our dog, we wanted a redheaded dog, of course, to fit in with our family. And I did not go to get Teddy. We were going to get another dog. Teddy was just kind of off in the corner, hanging. And I went over to meet him, and he just immediately crawled into my lap. And I was like, I want this one. He would just go lay with them and calm them. We took him to a place for training called the Dog Knowledge, and the owner immediately said he would make a great therapy dog. We kind of talked about that as a family and thought about how good he was with our own children. And so I decided to apply for the Light the Fire grant for Teddy, thinking about what role I have at Trinity and how I'm in and out of classrooms all the time and kind of am around campus all day, and how he could be really visible and part of everyone's life. There's a lot of research around kind of like co-regulation with dogs. So if you're sitting next to a dog and petting them, they bring down your blood pressure. It is calming just to, sit and pet the dogs. Well, you can tell right now he's calming me down. He went to training last summer. He had to do 3 observations before he was certified, and he passed with flying colors. And so now he's at school with me every day. I think Teddy brings joy wherever he goes. We just walked through the field and heard lots of kids shouting, "Teddy, Teddy!" He loves to come to school. It's helped my children get out the door a little bit faster.
School? School? You want to go to school?
I think being a learning catalyst and going in and out of classrooms is the right role to have a school dog, so that he's really out and about. I have students who will read to him. He comes with me on some of my parent meetings and to some of my small groups where I'm working with children. He is also handled by Ashton Giller, the middle school counselor, and she goes on some counseling walks with middle schoolers. I think he also impacts the faculty and not just the students. It just seems like he's been part of the community for longer than just a couple months. Thank you. Not only do I thank you, but I promise that there are 400 plus students who would thank you for bringing this pup to their lives every day in class.
Sometimes it just feels like there are some places that you just will never go. Like you just hear about them, but you might not get the opportunity to actually travel to. And Australia was like that for me. My Light the Fire experience took me to Cairns, Australia, which is in Queensland. I was able to go and snorkel and take lots of videos and pictures of the Great Barrier Reef. Second grade has this big project where we learn about coral reef animals. The students always remember which animal they had. They remember painting the windows and researching. They take such great ownership of this task. I knew that I wanted that firsthand experience to see the Great Barrier Reef for myself. So it was a 24-hour day of traveling, 25, so a day and an hour. I kind of time traveled because I went 15 hours in the future. Once I got there, I could not believe that I was in Australia. Not only was I able to go snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef at 2 different reef sites, I also was able to talk to a marine biologist while I was there. And so all of those things will help me when I am teaching children. I also was able to bring a GoPro camera with me, so I got lots of pictures and videos of actually being in the reef. I'll be able to tell students firsthand, like, hey, I saw your animal, this is what it looks like. Or I talked to marine biologists and this is what they told me about the reef. They have been super excited just knowing that, wow, my teacher was there and now we're watching her videos. This is where she was and that's what we're learning about. Just being there was awe-inspiring. It was also a really good time for me to learn more about who I am as a person and to stretch myself by going across the world by myself. When I was there and I told my tour guide, like, hey, you know, I'm here because my school really, they put their money where their mouth is and they really like to extend the opportunity to teachers to do things that bring them joy, and not only that, but also will enrich the lives of students. He was like, what? I've never heard of anything like that. This doesn't happen everywhere. At Trinity, we really do a great job of enriching teachers' lives who then are able to enrich students' lives. Like, it's a really beautiful thing, and I do not take the opportunity for granted. To actually be there and to just think about, like, I am seeing this firsthand. I will be able to bring back this firsthand information for my students, and knowing that it was really possible because of generous donations and the Trinity Fund. It just makes me remember why this community is so awesome. It just makes me know, like, this is why I call this place home.